G'day, it's Robbie again. Well, in that last video you would have seen where I'm going to do some work on fixing up these badly buggered up chisels, or chisel handles. Actual chisels are okay, they just need a bit of a square up on the ends and regrinding, resharpening, but the handles are shot. And I was thinking, you know, what sort of wood to use to replace the handles. And I didn't have anything suitable, so I did some searching online, and I got some comments too on that last video, and from people who are into woodworking, and they said, you know, there's some timbers that you can use which are really good, and one of them is spotted gum. So I thought, spotted gum. So I looked up spotted gum, and on the hardness scale it's right up the top, and they say in the write-up on it that it's perfect for this sort of job. So I was all set to get spotted gum, which is really, you know, quite readily available, not expensive. And so I went down to my local Better Wood shop, which has lots of timber, and you know, they're pretty helpful down there. They're good guys, they know their stuff. And I said, "You got any spotted gum?" And nah, we're fresh out of spotted gum. So anyway, I said, "What else have you got?" And he showed me some other timber that they've got, and it's called iron butt, and apparently it and spotted gum are very, very similar as far as characteristics. It's a very, very hard wood, and it's also a nice looking wood with very little imperfection in it. So I'll show what I bought. So here it is. It's nice looking wood, 3.5 deep. I think it's 135 wide. Yeah, 135. And I mean, I want wood chisel handles out of it, so they're going to be 30mm diameter, so I've got enough just to play with. And I'll just slot it down with the circular saw, and I'll get plenty out of that. I don't have to use, I mean, I only use a fraction of this. But anyway, wood, once you start using it, it's amazing how fast you get through it. But it's got good characteristics, no splits in it, and yeah, $32 for that. So that wasn't too bad, I thought. So we'll use that. So I'm all set to go home, and with my bit of timber. And when I actually went down to get the timber, on the side of the road was some roadside junk, and amongst it was a couple of 9kg gas bottles. And my two 9kg gas bottles I used for my two butane torches were both getting pretty low. So I thought, oh, there's a free gas bottle there. So I thought, rather than fill up the ones that are, you know, wait till they run out and then fill them up, I might as well take this old one off the side of the road, take it down to Bunnings, swap it over, and I've got a spare gas cylinder. So that's what I did. So there it is. There's the 9kg gas cylinder ready to go. That was $27. And I mean, if you bought, you know, buy the cylinder, there's another $30 on top. So yeah, cylinder for nothing, but filled up with gas. So for the price of the gas, I'm good to go. And here's my two gas cylinders that I normally use. On the left is the Bullfinch, and over there is an old style normal butane torch that I use to give the Bullfinch a lift. So if Bullfinch is struggling on something that's taking a lot of heat away, you use the big torch over there on it and the Bullfinch at the same time. So you just basically set up the torch so it's blasting onto your job. It does all the preheat and gets it up to redness, and then you use the Bullfinch to do the high temperature work, the really high temperature work. And that's a good way of doing it. You can do it in conjunction with a fire hearth out of some bricks, or you can just do it as it is. But I use that trick quite often because the Bullfinch will struggle if it gets onto anything which has got too much thermal mass in it. And having that extra old gas torch, you can buy those second hand for like $20. You know, you get them peanuts. They are. You get them off Gumtree and Craigslist. People, you know, got them. And just get yourself a second hand, you know, a scrap cylinder from the junk pile off on the side of the road. Go and swap it over at your local, and for $50, you're good to go. But it gets better. So when I'm driving back from getting the gas cylinder, after getting the wood, I'm cutting down a side street so I can get back to the main road to get over the South Road and get back to my place. In the distance, I spotted a little white object on the side of the road, and I thought, oh, some junk down there. What is the white object? So I'll show you the white object. And here it is. It's a filing cabinet. It's a metal filing cabinet which is being tossed out. Quite a nice one. And the beauty of it is it's got two sliding drawers, a shorter one and a medium one. I don't want the pull-out bit for the the dividers, but the two drawers are exactly what I was looking for, because I'll show you what I'm going to do, or want to do, with the bench under the shoreline. Down here where that gap is, I want to put some drawers in there. The width of that is 425. The filing cabinet is 420. How arsey is that? So the two drawers for the top of the filing cabinet, I'm going to cut them off and I'm going to slide them in there. I'll take out this shelf on the top where the crescent wrenches are and my collet spanners. I'll do away with that completely, and the shelves will come up to about where the shelf is, and then I can just put the stuff on top of the cabinet. So that hole there, the two drawers are going to go in there. How arsey is that though, I mean? Unbelievable. So that's the next job. We use this drawer, and we use this drawer, which is all I want. I'll cut the filing cabinet off, and it's quite rigid. It's got preformed vertical support, so I'll just cut it right off, drop the bottom drawer completely off. This one here, we don't need that, and those shelves will fit exactly under the shoreline lathe and go back quite a way. There's plenty of room to take them. So I reckon all in all, it was a pretty successful morning, junk-wise. So there you go, guys. Never ever pass up a junk heap. Have a look at it. In this case, I got the gas bottle. I just swapped it over immediately for a full one. And then I got the filing cabinet on the way home, and it's perfect for that job there. All at once, it's cutting down with the friction disc. Slip it in. Good to go. Food for thought. See you next time. Cheers.